Yes, brother, this is Shay. Today we're going to talk about the most comfortable topic in the world, sexual performance anxiety and erection challenges. So you may be wondering, am I experiencing psychological challenges or is it more medical? So that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to share with you what are the things to look out for that will tell you, is this more psychological or is it more medical? And then most importantly, what to do about it. And so it's important that we actually talk about this, although it can feel uncomfortable or awkward or embarrassing, because really the alternative is to keep it a secret. And when we keep it a secret, we give it power, right? And over time, we get more anxious, we get more frustrated, and we don't actually get the thing sorted. So it's important to have these kind of conversations. So I respect you for being here and listening to this. And I'm going to share with you 3 things to look out for psychological ED and performance anxiety, and 3 things to look out for medical. So let's start with psychological. First one, images. So if you notice that during sex, and this could be oral sex or penetrative sex, I feel like I need to find a less formal word for that. But if you notice that you're picturing images in your mind, this may be porn scenes, it may be past sexual experiences that you've had, something that feels like it's stimulating the mind or the body a bit more, that's the first thing to look out for. Okay, second thing is if you notice questions coming into your mind that are usually what if questions, things like what if I can't stay hard, what if I can't climax. These thoughts seem to pop in very quickly and they seem quite intrusive. And what I mean by that is once they're there, it feels like that's all we can focus on. And then third thing is if things are working fine when they're solo, so when you're masturbating, when no one else is around, that may be with porn or without porn, but if things are working fine there and the challenges are more just when it comes to being one-on-one with somebody, that's the third thing to look out for. Okay, so they're the 3 that will signal if any 1, 2 or all 3 of those things are going on. I can say with confidence is most likely it's psychological performance anxiety or erection challenges that you're experiencing. So what about if it's more on the medical side? Well, again, here's the next 3 things to look out for. So first up, if you're struggling with erections or performance anxiety the whole time, and what I mean by this is oral sex, full sex, and when you're alone, when no one else is there. Okay, that's something to be aware of. If it's difficult to get hard during all of those times, including solo times, that's the first thing to look out for. Second thing is if you have low to 0 sexual desire. And this isn't just for your partner, this is for other people as well. So if you see someone walking down the street, or even if things like you're scrolling on Instagram, or a social media platform online and you see a picture on there, but just there's no real feeling of like, oh, you know that what I'm talking about. So if that's not there, that's something to be aware of. That's the second thing to be aware of. And then the third thing is if just in general you feel like I don't want to masturbate, I don't want to have sex, I don't want to do any of these things. And the feeling is different here, okay? So there's one hand of, I don't want to do it because of, in case I can't get hard. So that's the first one. And then the difference is, and this is the one that we're looking out for, I don't want to do it just because I'm genuinely have no desire to do any of that stuff at all. Okay, that's the third thing to look out for. So those 3 things would indicate that it could potentially be something medical that's going on. And so here's the next step of what to do in each of those scenarios. First up, the medical one, you know what I'm going to say. If you can, go to your doctor so that you can just get some testosterone checks done, some blood checks done, and just to see and make sure that nothing is going on there that we need to know about. And just to have that clarity of mind, like that's always helpful to go and get those things done regardless. So you know where you're at, you know where your health is at. So that's if you're experiencing more of the medical challenges. Psychological challenges. Okay, the most important step here now is to start getting the tools so that you can stay hard during sex and avoid a permanent erection problem. And so what I would like to offer to you is to subscribe to my channel, because The reason why is every day I will share a new video that has a set of tools, that has tips, and I will guide you through it so that you can then go and use these tools in your life and start to understand what works and what doesn't work. So in a moment, if not already, you'll see a little circle that comes up on the screen with my profile picture on, my YouTube picture. And if you click on that, that will take you straight to my page to be able to subscribe. And when you do that, you'll get a notification each time I put a new video up so that you can be the first to get access to the tools and the guidance that I share so that you can avoid permanent erection problem and start having great sex. Okay, so go and click on that round button as soon as you see it on the screen.